Good, fight fans? What's good? What's good, man? Just sitting here watching this fight. Thought I'd get on here and vibe out with some folks, whoever watching the fight today. You know what I'm saying? We here in the second round. Joyce versus Stiverne, man. Come on, watch it with the homie. And let's see what we got, man. Seems from what I'm seeing so far, man, both of these dudes look so slow, man. Two big, slow heavyweights. You know what I'm saying? Two big, slow ass heavyweights. And yeah, Stiverne though throwing major overhand rights. He landed about, man, look, he didn't land in the first round about five of them. Second round, but he's slowing down in this second round, bro, and he getting tagged. Hey, Bermain about to go, man. Bermain about to go, son. He about to go. Look at the uppercuts. Joyce is landing at will right now. But Stiverne's stamina is done. Coming in a nice fight at 273 pounds, he is eating major shots right now. They're going to stop this fight. He keep eating shots like that, bruh. Yo, what's up? Whoever in here, man, I hope y'all watching this fight, man. Joyce versus Stiverne is on. Stiverne, man, he is just getting tagged up in this second round. Tagged all the way up. Spider-Man, we in the building. What's up with you? What's up with you? But he fighting back, man. Stiverne fighting back, bro. You got to give him props on that. But nah, he's gonna be done, bro. I give Stiverne two more rounds, man, and he out of here, man. I'm watching it on Showtime, homie. It's on Showtime. Oh, Stiverne just ate a big right hand from Joyce. Second round, 29 seconds to go. Yo, he got nothing on his shots. Joyce just throwing major punches, landing at will, flush. If he don't make it out, I don't know if Bermain gonna make it out of this round. He might not make it out of this round. Smitty Smith, what's up, man? What's up with you, fam? What's up with you? Sitting here watching this fight, man. Thought I'd chat it up as we watch this fight, man. Yo, tune it in. It's on Showtime. Oh, Stiverne eating major punches up against the ropes. No more energy, nothing on his shots. He made it to the end of the second round. Slim, Stiverne, bro, 273 pounds. Stiverne just ain't got it no more, man. It's over for him, bro. It's over for him, man. He need to go ahead. Look, his mouth, he leaking pretty hard in the mouth. He got nothing left in the tank, already gassed out. Shorty, it's about to be over for this dude, bro. It's about to be over for this dude. Yeah, man. You know, the thing is, in the first round, Joyce ate some overhand rights by Stiverne, and he just took him. He just took him. He just ate him and just kept coming forward. It lets you know, I don't know how much he got left. Corner should stop the fight. Yeah, bro. I mean, Stiverne is eating a lot of shots. A lot of shots. Too many hard flush shots, man. Too many hard. Look at this. Bro, he just eating too many hard shots, man. Joyce is landing literally at will right now. Literally at will. This is insane. This is insane. LeBron says Stiverne is done, man. Time to hang it up and enjoy his earnings. I agree. I agree, man. Beginning of the third round, Stiverne coming out of the corner. Here we go. Joyce looking like he ain't had a glove laid on him all night. Unbelievable. Joyce, man, working that big jab, keeping that big jab on Stiverne. Yo, I don't think Stiverne making it out of the third, y'all. I don't know, bro. I don't see Stiverne letting it out of the third. Look at oh my God, Joyce just unloading on him. Come on, ref, it's about time. Oh, Stiverne knocked down. Ropes kept him up. They called it a knockdown. Knockdown in the third round. Oh, it's embarrassing, bro. It's time for Bermain to give it up, bro. He says he wants to continue. Oh, it's about to be over. Joyce unloading on him. Stiverne can't. He got, countering back with a couple good hooks. Giving a last minute rally. Stiverne trying his best to give a last little rally at the end. It's about to be over. Bum-main. Yeah, it's a wrap, bro. Joyce is hitting him with everything but the kitchen sink right now. Here we are in the third round. Almost 2 minutes to go. Nah, man. Ain't gonna happen. Ain't gonna happen. Look at this, man. This is just bad, bro. Stiverne up against the ropes, eating shots. Shot after shot after shot. Shot after shot. This is crazy, bro. This is crazy right now. For those who watch it, want to watch it, it's on Showtime. Showtime, American time. Stiverne right now eating major shots from Joyce. Joyce can probably hit this man at this point in the third round with about 150, 200 shots, man. Don't disrespect the fighter. Real talk, word of the day. Bermain don't watch his weight. Nah, man. I guess Bermain was looking to come in there with a game plan of counterpunching, maybe looking to land a big shot, hoping that his power can get Joyce out of there early, because clearly right now in the third round, Bermain ain't got nothing left in the tank, bro. He's leaking from the nose. A lot of flush shots. He's trying to rally back, but he ain't got nothing left in the tank to rally back, man. Dang, man. I'm gonna tell you something, man. That fight with Wilder for Bermane Stiverne, man. I think that just took everything out of him, man. It did something to him, bro. It did something to him. Uh, Look at this. Bermane Stiverne standing right there in front of Joe Joyce, eating major jabs, eating major right hands. Joe Joyce, but Joe Joyce's defense, man. It's the thing I'm noticing about this kid Joyce. I know he's a work in progress, 33 years old, work in progress, man. But his defense needs some tightening up, bro. He keeps his hands awful low for my liking. He is wide open to big right hands. Look at that. Bermane Stiverne, whenever he do let his hands go, he's landing on Joyce. He just ain't got much left in the tank. Wilder drained him physically and mentally. Yeah, Wilder took something out away from Bermane Stiverne that he ain't gonna get back, bro. He's just not gonna get it back. Bermane Stiverne is just, you can appreciate his heart. He made it to the third round, and that's a shot. How much now? The question is this, man. If we start to get to the fourth or fifth round, we're gonna have to start wondering how much can Joe Joyce keep up this pace? Because right now, the pace that he's fighting at is a high pace. He's spitting, he's breathing kind of hard in the corner right now. And if Bermane Stiverne keep eating these shots and just keep standing on his feet, it's going to become a question, can Joe Joyce keep this pace up? Because I'm telling you, when Bermane Stiverne let his hands go, he is landing. He doesn't have much on the shots. And it's far and in between. Oh, man. That big right hand that he ate from Joe Joyce that knocked him down was solid. Solid. But Joe Joyce got defensive flaws from what I'm seeing right now, man. Real talk. Stiverne has a chin, though. Remember, Wilder was tagging him in that first fight. Yeah, Stiverne got a good chin, and he got a lot of heart. Just one thing you can't take away from Bermane Stiverne, a lot of heart. It's just that physically right now, his weight gain, his age, you know what I mean, all the wars that he's been in, it's caught up with him. But you could clearly see he got the heart, always had the heart of a fighter, man. Always. What's your favorite punch? Favorite punch? If I had to say a favorite punch, I love to see a fighter that throws uppercuts to the body. Uppercuts to the body has always been my favorite, right on the navel. Once again, here we go. The beginning of the fourth round, Joe Joyce coming out, working the jab, working the right hand, just landing that wheel once again on Bermane Stiverne. Landing that wheel. Bermane Stiverne backed up into a corner right now and not letting his hands go. Just eating shots, looking for a counter shot. Clearly looking for a counter shot. Oh, good counter right hook by Bermane Stiverne. When I'm telling you, when he let his hands go, he lands on Joyce. It's just that he ain't got nothing in the tank right now, man. Real talk. What channel is it on? It's on Showtime, Trip. It's on Showtime. Bermane Stiverne just eating jabs. Oh, Bermane Stiverne trying to rally back. If Joe Joyce hit Bermane Stiverne in the body, he can get him out of there a lot faster. He just aiming straight up top. He's not doing nothing to the body right now. He's not doing nothing to the body. Nosa Santos, what's up, fam? Hit that like button for me as y'all come on through, whether you're visiting or whether you're fam. Hit the like button for me. Right now, Bermane Stiverne. Oh, Bermane Stiverne eats a right hand straight down the pike. Lord have mercy. Goodness gracious. Joe Joyce just letting his hands go. Joe Joyce going to have to start to pace himself. Here we are in the fourth round. And Bermane Stiverne looking like he's getting a second wind almost. Still eating shots, but he doesn't look as winded. Joe Joyce better control his pace. Yeah, the fight's happening right now, bro. Oh, man. Bermane Stiverne pushing the fight back to the middle of the ring. He fights much better in the middle of the ring, man. He needs to keep that fight right there. Oh, now back pushed up on the ropes. Eating jabs. Joe Joyce just jabbing at him. Starting to control his pace a little better now because he's not swinging them bigger shots. Oh, Bermane Stiverne counter left hook. Oh, Bermane Stiverne counter right hook to the body. Joe Joyce, got Bermane Stiverne back up against them ropes. Unloading on him, hitting him at will. This is crazy, man. This is a good fight, bro. Bermane Stiverne, just eating so many shots, man. Showing the heart of a warrior, though, Joe. Showing the heart of a warrior, real talk. Just eating so many shots. Look at Bermane Stiverne, man. Joe Joyce's jab is going right down the pike, and it's pushing Bermane Stiverne's head back. Right down the pike. He needs to stay with the jab and bring that right hook, that right uppercut to the body. Bermane Stiverne can't take too many of them body shots, man. I'm telling you. Bermane Stiverne looking for that counter punch. Just looking for the counter punch. Man. Joe Joyce putting the jab on him. As you can see, here we go in the fourth round. Y'all see Joe Joyce has slowed down. Yeah, Bermane Stiverne made it to the end of the fourth. Joe Joyce has now slowed down a little bit. He's pacing himself because I told you it's going to come to question, how many times, how can he keep this pace up for the entire fight? Has Bermane Stiverne took the best that Joe Joyce got to offer? It remains to be seen as this fight plays out. But Bermane Stiverne back in the corner. He's not breathing as hard as he was earlier on because he kind of took that round off. But he's still getting hit at will. I am at the fight right now. M-Star, you at the fight right now, M-Star? Just so the live stream had to say Joyce is very square and has no ideas how to set up an offense. Just plodding forward. And hey, M-Star, what's up with you, fam? I agree, man. It's like if he gets in there with a more skilled heavyweight, like they were talking about Luis Ortiz, in my opinion, from what I'm seeing from Joe Joyce right now, he's not ready for Luis Ortiz. Like Abel Sanchez said, 2 more fights at least. Right now, his head movement is he's too stiff. He stands right there in front of the opponent and he's just coming forward swinging shots. A more skilled heavyweight, a more skilled counterpuncher, such as the southpaw and Luis Ortiz, he will pose a problem for Joe Joyce. Look at him. He's not quite that balanced. Look at his footwork. His footwork is not balanced. And here we go, the start of the 5th round. Once again, coming out, landing shots on Bermane Stiverne. Bermane Stiverne back into the ropes, looking for the counter shot. Bermane Stiverne. Bermane Stiverne eats a major left hook to the temple. That hurts. That gotta hurt. That gotta knock his vision around a little bit. Joe Joyce just moving around Bermane Stiverne, hitting him at will. Bermane Stiverne just moving around, hitting him at will. Keeping the jab on him. Joe Joyce has slowed down big time. Joe Joyce has definitely slowed down big time. He's too overhyped. Who you talking about, Joe Joyce? You think Joe Joyce is overhyped? Look at him, man. At 33 years old, late to the start, he better catch it fast, bruh. Right now, he's get hit by Bermane Stiverne whenever Bermane lets his hands go, bruh. Joe Joyce keeping the distance, just using the jab right now. Pushing Bermane Stiverne back. His power gonna come into question if he can't finish this dude, bro. Joe Joyce has no power, straight up and down fighter, thinking Stiverne stops Joe. You thinking that's Smitty Smith? If he can weather this storm, bruh. Right now, Bermane Stiverne hanging in there, man. He hanging in there, weathering the storm. Joe Joyce, Bermane Stiverne makes it to the end of the 5th round. Not quite. Still a minute and a half. I thought they stopped it. My fault. Minute and a half left in the 5th round. Minute and a half left in the 5th round. Oh, Bermane Stiverne comes back. Solid right-hand counter. Dang. Look at this. Joe Joyce just looks so robotic, man. Just so robotic and stiff. Hey, look at his hands, man. Look how low he keeps his hands. Too damn low, bro. His hands are too low. He is wide open for counter shots. Joe Joyce look at how low he's keeping his hands, man. Joe Joyce is using the jab. Got Bermane Stiverne back into a corner. Bermane Stiverne stand on his feet, back into the ropes once again. Joe Joyce just letting his hands go. His punches are losing a lot of pepper. Joe Joyce's punches are starting to lose a little pepper. It's not as stiff as it was early on. Joe Joyce still working. Is Bermane Stiverne playing possum, son? Is he playing possum? Bermane can go 12 rounds. Yeah. And he's showing it. Bermane Stiverne looking like he got a second win here. Joe Joyce still coming forward, just throwing shots. Trying to keep his distance as much as he can, using the jab. He's like he abandoning their body work, bro. Clearly, everything is landing. Jab, go downstairs, take some of the win out of Bermane. Bermane is eating them shots with ease now. Who's winning so far? Joe Joyce is winning so far, without a doubt. He's outworking Bermane Stiverne, and he's landed a hell of a lot more shots. But Bermane Stiverne is seeming like he's still game, just looking for the right counter shot, bro. Bermane Stiverne makes it to the end of the 5th round. They're going to their corners right now. Look, man, from what I'm seeing right now, man, from the work in progress from Joe Joyce, like I said, man, a skilled counterpuncher will get his kid some problems, bro. Well, I ain't gonna say kid, he's 33 years old. Stiverne is not fought since 2017, but is doing well for that. Definitely not ready for no Luis Ortiz. I agree. Sif Bud in the building. What's up, fam? I agree. He's not ready for no Luis Ortiz right now, bro. Not nowhere near. I think he needs in a couple fights left. He needs to work on his defense, and he needs to definitely work on his head movement, man. But his footwork is a little bit off. He's off balance on a lot of his shots. If you look at the way he's punching, he's not bringing that power from his legs right, man. He's just coming forward and he's kind of throwing shots, and his hands are way too low. Way too low. I'm telling you, his hands are not going to be able to get up there later in the later rounds fast enough to stop those counter shots. It's not going to happen. Clarissa Shields versus Hammer. Hey, I can't wait for this fight. Shout out to Clarissa Shields. Come on, sweetheart. Man, make that noise. Here we go, y'all. Start of the 6th round. Joyce comes out using the jab upstairs. Now he's starting to go downstairs. Abel Sanchez must have schooled him in the corner. Hit that body. He's using the jab to go upstairs, downstairs. Got Bermain Stiverne up against the ropes. Bermain could have won if he trained properly. Yeah, 273 pounds, Siv Bud. He came in here 273 pounds tonight. Biggest he's ever been. He's even bigger than when he came in against Wilder. But he doesn't look as flabby as when he was in there with Wilder. Bermain Stiverne back into a corner. Oh, counter right hand over the top. Lands flush on Joyce. Joyce just coming forward. Throwing shots, coming forward, throwing shots. Got Bermain Stiverne up against the ropes. Bermain is working on the ropes a lot more now, but he's eating a hell of a lot of shots, man. Eating a hell of a lot of shots. Too many heavyweights duck Luis Ortiz. I agree. Joyce got Bermain Stiverne up against the ropes, hitting him with the jab, just jabbing him. Bermain still looking for that counter shot. Look at that. Joyce jabbing. Joyce jabbing. Joyce eating a lot of counter right hands now by Bermain Stiverne, counter right hooks. There you go. Go downstairs, Joyce. Go downstairs, bruh. There you go. Bermain Stiverne don't like them body shots. The hooks downstairs, the jabs downstairs. You need to touch him right there, man. Cheers for the update. All day, fam. All day. Oh. Bermain Stiverne, once again, lunging that big right hand over the top of the jab. Just lunging it, looking for the counter shot. Joyce, big right hook. Got Bermain Stiverne up against the ropes. Woo. There's a lot of fireworks in this fight, bro. Joyce's power was going to come into question, but he has his last 4 fight, 4 first-round stoppages, so you got to give him credit for that. But Bermain Stiverne looking like he's a little bit out of gas now. Them counter shots that he threw in his round took a lot out of him. Up against the ropes, eating jabs by Joyce. Joyce keeping his distance. Now, all of a sudden, Joyce seems a little cautious for the counter shot. He's seeming real cautious now for the counter shot. I hate Joyce. Right hand by Joyce. Right, left hand combination. Hooks. Joyce. Landing that wheel. But Bermain Stiverne look like he about to go up against the ropes. His legs are going. And the ref stops the fight. Bermain Stiverne, the ref stops the fight. I don't know if I like that stoppage. He was eating a lot of hard shots. He said you was eating Crow Smitty. Hey, I feel you, bro. It's all good. The referee stops the fight, ladies and gentlemen. Steps in between Joyce and Bermain Stiverne. Valiant effort by Bermain Stiverne. Not impressed by Joyce, M-Star. Not impressed by Dave Purse was looking to stop the fight from the previous round, so he was just giving him some extra time. I don't know if I like this stoppage, bro. Bermain was still on his feet. He was eating shots. He was eating a lot of hard shots. But Bermain Stiverne was still on his feet. And the style that he's fighting in, looking for a counter shot, maybe he should have gave him more of an opportunity. Look at Bermain Stiverne, man. It's time to hang it up, bro. It's time to hang it up, son. You get good career, former world champion. You know, Don King, stop it, man. Stop putting this man in the ring, bro. Joyce would get destroyed by Joshua. Fury is the king. Joyce ain't ready for that level yet. He ain't ready for no Joshua. He ain't ready for no Fury. And he damn sure ain't ready for no Wilder. It'll be night. If he eats that many right hands from Deontay Wilder as he ate from Bermain Stiverne tonight, it'll be over. And look at this, man. Boom. The finishing flurry by Joyce got him up against the ropes. Yeah, referee stops in. A lot of hard shots on Bermain Stiverne. You know, I hate to see Bermain Stiverne late on there. He took a lot of hard shots tonight, bro. A lot of hard shots, but he couldn't finish. Joyce couldn't finish him. Look at this right hook. Then he came back, another right hook. Boom, right on the temple. Got Bermain Stiverne up against that last right hook on the temple was the one that made the referee stop it. Wow. Well, there you have it, man. Bermain Stiverne, man. Oh man. How long to the main card? It should be next, I think. I think it should be next. I hope so. What do you think, everyone? Degale schools Eubanks get stopped in heavyweight unless they knocked out and stopped on their feet. Yeah, I like to see heavyweights knocked out, man. But I understand they're looking out for the health of the fighter. I get it. You got to look out for the health of the fighter. But, I mean, it is what it is. I think this should be the last hurrah for Bermain Stiverne. He got no other reason to fight. He got no other respectable opponent left for him to fight. Everyone else will beat him. Winner by TKO in round 6, Joyce. TKO in round 6. Sif Buzz says too much punishment. Yeah, I agree. I mean, he ate a lot of punishment, but still, man, I just wanted to see him go out on his sword. He was looking for a counter shot. But yes, once again, I see the referee just looking out for the health of the fighter. And sometimes that is the best way to go. But Stiverne clearly in the corner. He may be even hurt. He hasn't came out of that corner ever since they stopped the fight. He's been in that corner linked over. Oh, man. Man, thanks for the great feed. All day, bro. All day. Look at Joe Joyce. Joe Joyce. Let me see if y'all can hear some of this audio.
Friends at ITV will be speaking with
the
undefeated British heavyweight shortly.
Well, man. It is what it is, man. Dig your channel, man. You come with that real all day, son. All day. Smitty Smith, much love to you, man. Much love to the dirty South. All day. Yeah, man. Joe Joyce, man, once again, man, he's a work in progress, 33 years of age, got a late start in boxing. Y'all know the story. He's rocking with the PBC now. He was rocking with David Haye. David Haye was bringing him along quite well, I thought. You know what I mean? But clearly Joe Joyce wants bigger opportunities. And so he headed on over here to America, and now he's linked up with Al Heyman. And as you can see, he's being shown on Showtime, and I believe in the UK he's on ITV. So he's rocking with the PBC side of the tracks right now. Work in progress, though. Work in progress, and we'll see, man. You know what I mean? We'll see.
Another one to the collection, and big respect to Stiverne.
Yeah, he's giving out major respect to Stiverne. Big respect to Stiverne. If this is the last hurrah for Stiverne, man, hey, I think it should be. But if this is it, bro, Stiverne gave us plenty of big moments throughout of his career, man. Real talk. Didn't pay for this fight this time, so really appreciate your commentary. I understand that, Supreme T. It's all good, bro.
It's only Wilder with that phenomenal power that seems to just take him out like the last outing.
And Joe Joyce is saying that people was going to compare the Wilder stoppage to what he did. Look, we know you're a work in progress. We know you ain't Deontay Wilder. You know what I mean? So anyone who's comparing him to what Wilder did, I think that's a false comparison, and you shouldn't do that right now. He's clearly a work in progress.
Every day's an easy day.
And with Gennady Golovkin there, he'd be proud of you tonight, wouldn't he, for that work rate?
Oh yeah, I've a lot of respect, and I look up to Triple G. Golovkin,
he says he looks up to Gennady Golovkin. Clearly in the fight style that he fought tonight, similar to what a Gennady Golovkin would do, coming forward, swinging a lot of shots, not showing much head movement, real reminiscent of Gennady Golovkin, just minus the devastating power.
WBA eliminator. WBA eliminator now.
Yes, yeah, big things to come. Next one for a WBA regular. So
wow.
I'm just gonna go back to the gym. I have a couple weeks.
So he's in the WBA eliminator. This was a WBA eliminator fight. So he's fighting for the WBA regular.
No, but it's all good. And it gets the results.
Usyk will kill him. Joe Joyce, Usyk will smash him.
Fantastic so far. How close do you feel to the top three, as it were? Fury, Joshua, Wilder.
Well, I've sparred all of them bar Wilder, so I think I'm, I hold my own in sparring, and I think I'm close to that level.
Thinks he's closer to the level because he held his own in sparring with Joshua, Wilder, and Fury. This ain't sparring, bro. This ain't sparring. So he's in the race for the WBA regular title. We all know the WBA super champion right now is Anthony Joshua. So he's in the race. He's in the hunt. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how this going to work out. I mean, hey, more power to him, man. I think he's going to get it. From what I understand right now, that's between the Fraser Quindo and Emmanuel Cha. All of those guys are right there. So I guess he's seeing how all this plays out, man, and he'll get a shot maybe at the winner of Fraser Quindo's next fight or whomever that may be, but maybe he'll get a shot, man, and he's in the WBA hunt. He's going for that WBA regular title. We'll see how this works out. It'll be something to get a PBC fighter having a WBA regular championship, bro. That'll be something. Joyce is fighting Joshua at some point. He can meet Cha. Yeah. So that's what it's look like the hunt he's in. He's rolling up the WBA rankings, and that's the title he's looking to pursue right now. At least these are the words of Joe Joyce. It's the fastest title for him to get to at 33 years of age and getting that late start in fighting. But man, he ain't ready for no Anthony Joshua right now, bro. He just ain't ready for Anthony Joshua. He ain't ready for Wilder. He ain't ready for Fury. Luis Ortiz will be the next proper step up if he wants to get up to that level, but I don't think he's even ready for that yet. I'd like to see him and Adam Kalnaki, man. Adam Kalnaki versus Joe Joyce. I'd love to see that fight. Adam Kalnaki and Joe Joyce would be a fight that I would love to see. That to me would show in both of those men who honestly are rising pretty much at the same time right about now. Adam Kalnaki and Joe Joyce, if they can bump heads, bro, and the winner of that, whoever comes out the winner of that war, steps it up to the next level. F.A. Ajagba probably can beat Joyce. Even now, I want to see F.A. with somebody that's going to test him. Yeah, Albra would have been stopped Stiverne. He was fighting him right now. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, that's a good point. F.A. Ajago, that'd be a reasonable situation, man. But I like to see this dude versus Adam Kalnaki, bro. Adam Kalnaki versus Joe Joyce.
Hitting him with, everything, including the kitchen sink, maybe the bath too. But he was still standing. Actually, I managed to get him down once, so that was good. And listen to Abel in the corner and.
It's a good thing that Joe Joyce slowed his pace down in this fight. It's a good thing that Joe Joyce did not continue to keep his feet on the gas and do overkill. He started to slow down roughly about round 3, round 4, and he's like, "Hey man, I know, don't drain that tank," because clearly Bermain Stiverne was looking for a counter shot. So it's a good thing he didn't drain his tank out, man. Looking for that, just keeping his feet on the gas that way. It's a good thing he didn't do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it works.
Al Bernstein said that he's so impressed with how composed you are.
Yeah. This dude is always composed. He's like the Tim Duncan of boxing, bro. Facial expressions don't change. Robotic. He needs to show more hunger. He needs to show more spunk. But yet he is British, and for us American fans, we like to see that rah shit. Joe Joyce ain't a rah dude. You know what I mean? He's really composed, really kind of almost laid back, Badu Jackish, you know what I'm saying? Even in the ring, when he get hits with big shots, his facial expressions don't change, you know what I mean? So, he's just that type of dude, man.
Continuing my learning with Abel Sanchez, and, it's like, how do you bake a cake? You have different ingredients, and I've learned from all my teachers, and that's the finished product up what I am today.
And where is that?
The good thing about Joe Joyce is he's willing to learn. He has a good ability and willing to learn, and he's not trying to say he's this and he's that, and yeah, he says he felt like he should be able to top heavyweights because of sparring, but he's still clearly willing to learn. And he's clearly willing to let his handlers bring him along at a much slower pace.
He wasn't going anywhere. As a season champion.
Povetkin versus Ortiz. Joe Joyce is a journeyman. So, Kalnaki versus Joyce is a great fight. Great fight.
A couple more of those, and then I'll be
great
ready.
Fight. Right. See, like he just said, he needs a couple more of these, and then he feel like he'll be ready. I like that. I like that notion. I like the fact that he ain't rushing himself. He knows that I have things I got to work on, and he knows that why rush myself. I don't understand. I'm 33 years of age, but we all know with heavyweights, they can last a little later on in age than most of the other fighters. Yeah, I agree. Kalnaki and Joyce would be fireworks. They both throw a lot of punches, volume puncher. It'd be so many punches thrown in that fight. Punch count could be crazy in that fight. I agree. And like I said, I think they're pretty much at the same points in their career where they're both looking to possibly go to that next level. Not quite there. We don't think that they should be thrown in there with the top dogs right about now. They share a similar story in a similar situation. You're talking about Adam Kalnaki and Joe Joyce. So they in a similar kind of deal, you know what I'm saying, where they're not quite upper echelon heavyweights. They're journeymen, as y'all said earlier, but the winner of that situation can easily progress to the next level. I think Eubanks needs to drop to 160. Degale will probably outbox Eubank. Well, yeah, Sif, but let's move on to the next fight. We're getting ready for Chris Eubank. Has it started? Not humble love. It hasn't started yet. They just doing the preliminaries. They're doing a bunch of talking right now. Let's talk about Eubank versus Degale, though, right now, man. Look, I'm going to say this first off the jump. This is Chris Eubank's opportunity right here, bro. Chris Eubank, this is it. I mean, this is it, bro. I mean, you can't blow this right here. You got James Degale, who's possibly at the end of his career, injury after injury. You know what I'm saying? Got into a hell of a couple good fights. Barely escaped the Caleb Truax fight. And now, at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is it, bro. If you can't take advantage of this version of James Degale, I don't know what to say else about Chris Eubank, man. You know what I mean? I really don't know what else to say about him, but he needs to do this. Now, a lot of fight fans on here is saying that James Degale has the opportunity to outbox Chris Eubank. I know that's how y'all feel, but it's all gonna come down to how much of the body, of James Degale's body will hold up in this fight. Chris Eubank is a dirty fighter. Chris Eubank does things. He mauls, he brawls. He's looking to win by any means necessary. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, Chris Eubank is that guy. If you're going to get an injury, if you're going to sustain any sort of damage, it's a fighter like Chris Eubank that's going to do it. Lawrence Williams, what's up, family? Good stream earlier, bro. Great stream earlier, homie. But it's the fighter like Chris Eubank that's looking to do it. You know what I mean? And this is going to be the golden question. Is Chris Eubank going to go in there with low blows? Is he going to go in there with leading in with his head? Is he going to go in there looking to damage the shoulder of James Degale, which we know is giving him problems in the past? Because clearly y'all already know. It's going to be hard for Chris Eubank to outbox James Degale, bro. It's going to be hard for him to outbox him. James Degale has got ripped for this fight. He's taking this fight seriously. Chris Eubank is the destroyer, has power and proper dangerous. It's up to Degale how he goes. I think that Chris Eubank defense is always a golden question. He gets touched a hell of a lot, and he can be outboxed on the outside. Always susceptible for a jab and an overhand right, and always susceptible for movement. Gets frustrated very easily. The mental can come to and can be an issue in this fight right here. I wonder how strong mentally is Chris Eubank looking to go in this fight. You know, Chris Eubank is telling everybody he has no trainer for this fight. He's trained himself. You know what I'm saying? He's in there talking about he trained himself. And I mean, that mental edge is always the one thing that I always wonder about Chris Eubank. He thinks he knows it all. He thinks he's this. He thinks he's that. You know, I don't know, bro. You need a trainer. Every major fighter needs a trainer. I'm digging on Chris Eubank Jr., but the man needs new trainers, though he was at the Mayweather gym training. Yeah, he needs it's about his mental, bro. Chris Eubank is a mental guy, like, where it's like, I don't understand his mental sometimes, man. He looks at boxing like a video game or something, man. You know what I mean? I jumped on him so many times on this channel, man. I mean, after that George Groves fight, bro, he's just that I've been sour on Chris Eubank, man. I hated what he did to George Groves. I mean, every time I even look at the replays of that fight, it just pissed me off about that dude, man. He don't listen. Eubanks don't listen. You right, man. Joyce says Stiverne wouldn't take sparring serious because he was getting tagged. I'm still taking Stiverne. The fight's over, bro. Stiverne got stopped. TKO in the 6th round, glitch round. I don't know if you seen it, but Stiverne has already been stopped. The fight is over. Bermain Stiverne gets stopped in the 6th round. Degale on points. James Degale on points. Okay. I think Degale has the easier. I think Degale, I can understand why people will choose Degale. I'm gonna be honest with you, because Chris Eubank has been proven time and time again he can be outboxed. You know what I'm saying? I mean, time and time again, we've seen him be outboxed by a couple different fighters at this point. You know what I mean? So it's just, I mean, I don't know. What George Groves did to him is simply embarrassed him. George Groves embarrassed Chris Eubank. I wonder if Degale would try to push Eubank back, because I doubt it. If Eubank can fight on the back foot, and that's the deal. That's a good point. He needs to push him back, because he needs to make Eubank use skills, as opposed to if Chris Eubank get in there one trick pony once again, trying to brawl, trying to maul, trying to come forward and intimidate. It's James Degale that's going to have to stand up to that and use his skill set to show Chris Eubank that, bro, I'm not going for it. I'm not going for it. You're not going to be able to touch me. You're not going to be able to get close to me. You're going to stay on the outside of my jab. I'm going to keep on turning you. I'm going to keep on resetting you. I'm going to make you think. And when you do that to Chris Eubank in a fight, he gets frustrated. He gets frustrated and he starts to do stupid stuff. You know what I mean? Even his own daddy can't reach him. You know, his own father can't reach him because he gets so frustrated in fights. Chris Eubank Jr. to knock him out in round 5, Marley. Okay, I hear you, man. I hear you. Quality live stream, by the way, bro. Thanks I appreciate that, Glenn James. I appreciate that. Yo, this is the first live stream that I've done that I've actually watched the fight with the subs, you know, watched the fight live on here on YouTube. I've always wanted to do it. I figured this was the best fight forward to try. This midday here in America right now. It's 5:27, you know what I mean? So I figured, yo, this was a good fight to do it on. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. But yeah, man, so we don't know, man. I mean, James Degale got a good opportunity here, but if Chris Eubank doesn't pull this out today, if he does not pull this win out, I don't know where he goes. Real talk. Good boxing points, man. Makes good feed when guys knows what he's digging. Absolutely, bro. I love the sport. We are 10:30 in UK, lad. Oh, man. Yeah, it's 10:30. Oh, 10, what, 10:30? 22:22 in Birmingham. Shout out to Birmingham. Real talk. Dang, it's late over there, bro. It's kind of midday here. Sun just kind of setting over here. I'm over here in the DC area, man. I'm out here in Maryland. So yeah, man. Yeah, it's 5:28 over here, bro. When they start, anyone knows. Right now, they showing a lot of preliminaries over here on the Showtime telecast. They showing a fight that happened earlier. I missed this particular fight right here. It looks like a bloody war, though, man. But no, I'm waiting for the main event to start so we can get into this, man. I can't wait for this fight to start. This is going to be a hell of a fight to watch, man. This is going to be a very good fight to watch. A lot of implications with this fight. I love to watch fights that have a lot of implications, man. Shout out to Town. Yes, sir. Southampton, England in the building. Amsterdam, Holland in the building. 2323. Roll up. Respect for answering, bro. All day, man. We having a good time over here. We having a good time. Hit the like button for me while y'all here, man. Hit the like button for me while y'all here, man. We are waiting for the main event to hopefully get started very soon. Chris Eubank versus James Degale, so we can hopefully all watch it together. And yeah, man, we can really see some good points in this fight, man. You showing the fight? Nah, we can't do that, bro. Copyright issues, you know that. Come on, hey, Jamie Wilson, we can't do that, bro. This ain't that. I try to hope I ain't give you a clickbait title or none of that shit, because that ain't my aim. We just here watching the fight. That's it and that's all. London, UK, Wembley in the building. London, UK. Hey, for those, to my UK fam up in here tonight, just know something. I actually lived over there for a couple years, man. You know what I mean? Had a good time when I was over there. I was in the Lakenheath area. Maybe about an hour outside of Cambridge. Stayed over there for a short period of time, man. We used to stay frequent in London. The clubs in London is crazy, man. The clubs in London is crazy. Let me tell you, for any of y'all UK people who's never been here to America, the difference between the clubs in London and the clubs here in America, the women over there dress way different, fam. Way different, man. When I was over there, I was seeing women coming in like leather body suits. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ever see The Matrix? In the outfit that Trinity was wearing, they was sporting stuff like that. Chicks over here wasn't wearing nothing like that. This was back then, you know what I'm saying? Back in about around 2000, 2001. And man, the clubs over there, man, was off the hook, bruh. Off the hook, bruh. Hey, Slim, I lived it up over there. I ain't even gonna lie, man. Fuck around, got a couple kids running around in the UK I don't even know about. You hear me? Degale didn't look so good in this last fight against Truax. Even though he won, he didn't look like the old James Degale. He definitely right for the taking if Eubanks put that pressure on him and he go to that body. You know, the thing is, he did not give Caleb Truax that third fight. And I wondered about that, bro. I was like, man, you know, Caleb Truax gave him the rematch, but he did not give, damn, this is a bloody war that went on early. He didn't give Caleb Truax that rematch, man. And I thought James Degale maybe thought, look, I wasn't going to take a risk at this point in my career. I would rather go out at the end of my career on a big fight, making a big load of money with a known opponent. Given that Caleb Truax could have possibly beat him again, and then he would have had to go out. You know what I'm saying? Orlando Finney, my main man. What's up, fam? My main man in the building. What's up with you? What's up with you, my G? Yes, sir. Yeah, I think he didn't give Caleb Truax that rematch, that third fight, for that particular reason. Because he's like, yo, I'm not going to go out and lose to a Caleb Truax. And Caleb Truax is not known throughout the boxing community overall like that. Miller and Wilder shouldn't be boxers. We ain't going to do that, Blue Waffle. We're going to worry about the fights at hand right now, bro. James Degale versus Eubank Jr. For one, they should be boxers. You can't say a guy who's a world champion shouldn't be a boxer. You know what I'm saying? You can't say a dude who's a kickboxer and just a fighter in general shouldn't be a boxer. Are you a boxer? Lonnie Arrington, I'm with Eubanks all the way. He is going to break old Degale down. Yes, sir. That's the question, bro. Everybody knows James Degale has been held together by some crazy glue, scotch tape, you know what I'm saying, and a little bit of spit, you know what I'm saying? If his body holds up, he has the skills to do it. He definitely has the skills to pull it off. The question, does he has the physicality to pull it off? That's what everybody wonders, you know? And given what we've seen happen to Chris Eubank in the past, given how we've seen him get outboxed so many times, the opportunity is there, bro. Hi, are you going to show the fight? Thanks. Miss Rebecca, no, we're not going to show the fight. That would be a copyright infringement, and that's not what we do. We just going to watch the fight, and we're going to chat it up. I hope you wasn't deceived by the title. I am not going to show the fight. For anyone who is wondering, I will not show the fight. I will time in the audio every now and again, maybe in the post-fight interviews if I can, but I ain't got time for no copyright issues just showing no fight. You know what I'm saying? Thinking Chris Eubanks needs this. He needs this like yesterday, Smitty Smith. He needs this like yesterday. I mean, this is what I'm saying. If Chris Eubanks loses this opportunity right here, I don't know where he goes. I don't know. His name would take a major hit. His reputation, which is already kind of taking a major hit after that George Groves fight, it will really be down in the dumps. Yeah, he'd get a big fine for copyright. Exactly. So for anyone wondering out there, bro, I can't show the fight. I'm not here to do that. This is not what this stream is about. We are watching the fight, talking the fight. I would honestly appreciate if y'all would just watch with me, hit the mute button on your TV, and we can all chop it up together. You know what I'm saying? That's the way I like to do it. Who you picking? Who am I picking? Good question, Hamid. Hamid in the building. If I had to go off the strength right now, I'm gonna roll. Unfortunately, I'm gonna go with Chris Eubank. I'm gonna go with Chris Eubank Jr. I'm gonna go with Chris Eubank, and the reason is, I just think that I'm wondering about the physicality of James Degale. Looking at the way that Caleb Truax beat him, I'm gonna go with Chris Eubank. I'm gonna go with Chris Eubank, but I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I don't see domination by any means necessary. Yo, who is these two fighters in the ring right here, man? This dude got a bloody eye. He's leaking heavy. If y'all watching the Showtime telecast, they're showing a fight that went down early. I'm not too familiar with these fighters, but damn, what a fight. Damn, what a fight. Thanks, Rob Jennings. Rob Jennings, welcome to the family, fam. Welcome to the family. Definitely sub. I appreciate that. Yeah, you see that, Sif Bud? It's a war going on. I don't know who these two dudes are. Maybe if y'all know, you can tell me. But this is a bloody war if I ever seen it, man. How do you donate? You can hit the super chat, Blue Waffle. There should be when you chat, there should be a $sign right there. You can hit the super chat, and I would greatly appreciate it. All super chats go to the betterment of this channel. It makes me do things better and want to explore different technologies and things like that. I appreciate it, bro. I appreciate it. No link here, Kilo. No link. We just talking the fight. No link. Go to another channel. We're looking for a link. You will not see the fight here. All right, they done showing that. Come on, y'all. Let's get to the main event, man. Let's get to the main event. How can you watch the fight? Well, either you got to have Showtime or you even got to, maybe if you're in the UK, you can watch it on ITV. Other than that, you're going to have to do your own thing on Google. I ain't giving out no where the looks and all that other jazz. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. So here we go.
Turn 32 on Valentine's
Okay, I think
Day.
we're about to get closer to the main event. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Who's fighting now then? No one's fighting right now. We're just waiting on the main event. We're just waiting on the main event. Follow New Boxers on Instagram. Build their brand all day. All day. Follow the up-and-comers. Just like my man Sif Buzz says. Follow the up-and-comers on Instagram. Help build their profile. Absolutely. Absolutely. Do you know when the fight will be starting? Hopefully any minute, bro. Hopefully any minute. Right now the ring is empty. The ring is cleaned up. Look like the house is packed out up in the O2. Y'all over there in the UK representing over in the O2. Y'all got the house packed tonight for James Degale and Chris Eubank tonight, bro. Yeah, y'all representing out there tonight. The ring is clear. The lights are flashing. I think we're getting close to the main event. We're just waiting on any minute for it to start. Let's get it cracking, man. Let's get it cracking. Let's get it cracking. Brits turn up. I see y'all got it packed out up in that thing. Doesn't look like an empty seat in a house. They're giving a whole a picture of the whole entire stadium. Looks like a packed house up in the O2 tonight. Look at it, even up in the rafters. Man, y'all packed it out up in that thing tonight, bruh. Y'all did it up, man. Y'all did it up. London in the house. Where you at? What part of the U.S.? I'm over here in the DMV. I'm from Washington, D.C., born and raised. I currently reside in Anne Arundel County out here in Maryland now, man. We on the East Coast, fam. We on the East Coast. James Degale versus Eubank. They're talking it up right now. So, yeah, we definitely getting close. We definitely getting close. We definitely getting close. Yo, I'm getting a little excited about this fight right here, man. I'm getting very excited about this one, bruh. Didn't think I would be. You know what I'm saying? Didn't think I would be. I'm really getting excited about this fight. Oh, come on, man. Yeah, they doing the build up. You know, showing some of the build up.
I know everything about you. I know how you fight. I know your weaknesses.
Vice versa. Vice versa.
So
You're limited.
it's gonna be fun
Tonight.
And see, this is what I'm saying about Chris Eubank, man. The smugness, the arrogantness, the I got it all figured out mindset. That's the thing that I never cared for with Chris Eubank Jr. Almost like I said earlier about Joyce. He seems to have a willing to want to learn, a willing to wants to learn. In Chris Eubank Jr.'s case, it's like, I know it all. I've read you. I know everything about you. I know everything you like to do. I know this. And then it's like it never translates to that in the ring. You know what I'm saying? I don't like it, man. I don't like it. Hennessy and weed this evening. Yes, sir. Light it up. Light it up, Smitty Smith. Roll up. Yo, I ain't even gonna tell you what I got going on, bro. Who do you want to win? Who do I want to win? Yo, I just want boxing to win. May the best man win. I don't really got a dog in this race. Chris Eubank has to win my respect back. I will say that. Chris Eubank Jr. has to win my respect. Like, he literally has to win it. You know what I mean? Because after the George Grove fight, his smug attitude, the way he talks about other fighters, he has to literally win my respect. Do I like Tyson Fury? Absolutely got love for Tyson Fury. He needs to fight Wilder, though. He definitely needs to fight Wilder. I like Tyson Fury a lot. I like everything he stands for. I've already bigged him up over the years. I've been here for a while. For those who just coming on board, who just meeting me, I've been here actually a while, and I've been one of the few uploaders that actually bigged up Tyson Fury through all of his situations. So if this fight with Deontay Wilder doesn't happen, he lets core supporters like myself down. You know what I mean? And that's real, being honest. Look like my man like Petey Crack. Oh, go ahead, sir. You funny. You funny. I love Deontay Wilder too. Major, that's respect. He has taken over. Let me ask you, since I got the UK in the building tonight, let me ask y'all a question, man. How are y'all receiving Tyson Fury now? Now that he's back and he gave the performance that he gave against Wilder, how are y'all feeling about him now? Okay, they're doing the keys to victory for the Degale and Eubank Jr. fight, so we're getting close. They saying the keys to victory for James Degale is to throw combinations, mix up the attack, and land the straight left. Absolutely. Mix up the attack and also stand your ground. Do not be bullied by Chris Eubank Jr. That's a major key to victory too. Tyson Fury's the best. Fury's the people's champ in the UK. Okay. Tyson UK is #1. Don't rate Fury. Okay. Fury did win, but damn, talk some shit. Okay, so it's like the tide is turning on Tyson Fury in the UK. You know what I mean? They've given the keys to victory for Chris Eubank. No wild punches. Land the uppercut and land the overhand right. Key, no wild punches. And also keep your composure. That's the only way. You get in there, and if you get frustrated because you're getting outboxed and mentally start to crack, then the fight is going to be over. James Degale is going to cruise and outbox this dude, bro. We getting close. They are announcing it now. Look like they're about to bring the fighters out. Hey, we getting close. 12 rounds, James Degale versus Chris Eubank Jr. Let's get it started up in this joint. Let's get it started. Fury at 100% beats anyone. Yeah, he's definitely won over the respect. Fury, best heavyweight in the world. Here in the UK, you either love AJ or Fury. Okay, cool. Because I'm telling y'all, man, after the Klitschko fight, man, I know the UK wasn't too happy on him, man. And after during his hiatus in boxing, when he went off and he was being investigated, you know, Fury felt real depressed because he felt as though a lot of people turned on him. But it's like he won a lot of respect back after the Wilder fight. That's what it seems like to me. It'll be Degale on points, unanimous decision. Let's see. Let's see if Degale can get through this 12-round fight. Okay, here we go. Introductions are being made. The lights have been turned off. Fighters are getting ready to come to the ring. It's about to go down. Who I got? I told y'all, man, I'm holding my nose and squinching my eyes, but I'm going to say Chris Eubank can take this because of the physicality that James Degale. I don't know if his body going to be able to hold up. I don't know if he has the power left in his punches to keep Chris Eubank Jr. off him. And here we go. Chris Eubank Jr. is making his way to the ring, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. White will get a shot. Why would the WBC? I was listening to them talk about that earlier today, and they're saying that they've already contacted the Fury and Wilder camps to say, look, they're giving them a deadline, and they're going to decide on how this is going to work out, whether Dominique Brazil gets the shot against Wilder, or whether they order him to face Dillian White. So we just got to wait and see. Let's go. Chris Eubank Jr. making his way to the ring as we speak. Clearly, you can see a little shiner right there on Chris Eubank's eye, man. He must have been doing some heavy sparring, but he is making his way to the ring. He got confidence all in his eyes. He's walking fast to the ring, looking like he's all in good shape as always. You know what I mean? That's one thing about him. He's always comes in tip-top condition. We'll see. Going to be a war. Let's get ready to rumble. Going to be a war. Yes, sir. Decked out in all white, shining. Chris Eubank Jr. is stepping inside the ring. Peep the audio. Oh, he leaps over the ropes.
Well, Chris Eubank,
Peep the audio. Looking to do it. Yes, sir. Looking loose, looking ready to go, looking confident. Chris Eubank Jr. all day. Here we go. You know, of course, he comes into the ring first. James Degale got to come out of the ring second. Clearly, this is your moment, Chris Eubank Jr. If you screw this up, if you mess this up, bro, you're done. You're done. Here we go, man. Man, I ain't even got a glass in my hand. Fellas and ladies. I ain't got my glass in my hand. It's out there. I don't want to leave y'all, man, to go pour it up, but I'm gonna sit here and look at this, man. Show us the fight. No, go if you want the fight, order it on Showtime or ITV if you're in the UK. And if you don't like that, you can go to another channel that's doing copyright infringement. It don't go down like that here. Let's go. Okay, here we go. James Degale now making his way to the ring, stepping out, looking loose, looking confident. Let's go. Let's go. Looking in good shape. Looking in solid shape. Definitely looking in solid shape. This could possibly be the last hurrah for James Degale, fight fans. This could be it. This could be the last hurrah right here, man. This can be it. Any links for the fight? No, sir. I don't have links for the fight. Best thing I can tell you is this. Go on Showtime. They got a 7-day free trial. I don't know if ITV has a free trial. That's the best thing I can suggest for you right now, bro. Other than that, just rock with the boy, man. I'm going to tell y'all what's going on. James Degale walking into the ring looking super confident right now. Super confident. He always looked ripped, but Degale is motivated. Degale looked very motivated. I can see it in his eye. Determination. But he knows where he's at in his career. He knows that everything is riding on this fight. If he wins this fight, and definitely if he wins it looking good and sustains no injuries, I do believe James Degale will go on to continuously get more bigger fights. Look at that, man. Hey, Chris Eubank Jr. has his eyes square on James Degale the second that he walks into that ring. Oh, man. The weights. 166 pounds for James Degale, 167.5 for Chris Eubank Jr. James Degale with a 74-inch reach. Chris Eubank Jr. with a 73-inch reach. Chris Eubank Jr., 29 years old. James Degale, 33 years old. This is going to be a good fight. Turn it around and let me watch. Fuck out of here, Green Doctor. Hey, man, you better, hey, Green Doctor, holler at your boy. That's what you can do. You know what I'm talking about? I'm going to turn around and let you watch the fight. Hells nah. Watch this pretty face right here, homie. You know what I'm saying? That's all you going to watch. Drake Bush, what's up, fam? What's up with you, man? What's good with you? Man, who's that fighter from the Mayweather stable that knocked Degale's teeth out? Oh, man. Come on, Caleb. Okay, yeah, here we go. Announcements are being made.
And sponsored by 32 Red and Voltarol.
It's going down.
Sanctioned by the IBO, the president and
IBO is sanctioning this fight. Who cares? No one cares about the belt. No one cares about the sanctioning body involved in this fight. All we care about is the storyline, given that these two have a little history together. Y'all heard about the situation that happened in the gym. Y'all heard about the situation about, you know, why Degale kicked him out of the gym and Chris Eubank Jr. was disrespecting him and all of this other jazz. It's a major story here. These two fighters do not like each other. They do not like each other. Come on, man. Turn it around, bro. Hell nah. You mean turn it around? Hell nah. You know what I'm saying? I ain't doing nothing. You must be at work or something, man. Why you ain't got the fight on? You know what I mean? Watch Degale, fast jabs and footwork. Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Gentlemen in attendance, boxing fans join.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
On ITV.
Look at Chris Eubank Sr. looking sharp as attack as always. You know what I mean? With the sharpest, tightest suits on. My son is going to definitely get the job done. Hey, how the hell does this dude be saying his S's, bro? I told people last night on the stream, man, Chris Eubank Sr. can say a word that doesn't even have the letter S in it, and you'll still hear the S sound. How the hell does he do that? 27-2, 21 knockouts, Chris Eubank Jr.'s record. Straight out of Brighton, Sussex, England. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Look at Chris Eubank Sr. Got the cuff links. Hey, your man just, hey, hey, what's up with his badge, though? Why the hell does Chris Eubank Sr. got a badge on his damn suit, man? What are you, a sheriff or something out there? He's a sheriff? Is that what he is? Hey, look, bro. Tell him, man, to take the badge off, man. Like, who the fuck does he think he is, man? He is the sheriff of Nottingham, huh? Get the hell out of here, Chris Eubank Sr. That's a funny dude, man. That's a funny dude, man. That is the fun. Y'all see Chris Eubank Sr.'s badge, son? Like, for real? First, he was walking around with the man purse, the Merce. You know what I mean? Oh, my bad, Nottingham. But he was walking around. He walks around with the Merce. And then he be having the badge on. Like, oh, he a real cop? Get the fuck out of here, John Powell. He ain't no real cop, bruh. No way. James Degale, 25-2, 1 draw, 15 knockouts. They are getting started. James Degale looking loose. James Degale looking loose. But, hey, yo, he ain't no real cop, man. Y'all, I can't believe that shit, bruh. I can't believe that shit. I ain't believing that, yo. He a real cop for real. I seen him on social media at the scene of an accident or something, acting like he was getting it all together. You know what I mean? He a real cop for real. He a real cop, no joke. Get the fuck. He a sheriff? How the hell did he become? When did he go to training? We ain't even seen him put a uniform on. So he goes from straight from being a boxer to being a sheriff. Get the hell out of here, bro. Get the hell out of here. My man Chris Eubank Sr. He gonna lock everybody up in the ring if they do something to his son. All right, here we go, bro. We at the face-off. My God.
Right, lads, you both know.
Chris Eubank Jr. digging into the eyes of James Degale. Doesn't look bothered, doesn't look weighted, stone-faced. James Degale looking right back into his eyes. Ain't backing down. And we are getting started. Oh, he's an American cop. Get out of here. Hey, we better not see him over here trying to lock somebody up, boy. We gonna let, especially in a suit. You know what I mean? With a badge on the outside of it, bro. Like, he ain't got no gun or nothing. What kind of cop is he? Here we go. And the fight is underway. Here we go. Here we go. And round one starts right now. Let's get it. Here we go. Here we go. James Degale standing behind the jab. They keep in space between each other. Trying to figure each other out. Looking like Chris Eubank Jr. looking to come out and box this fight. Trying to get, oh, Chris Eubank Jr. coming out with hard shots early. Keeping space between each other. James Degale bouncing on his toes. In and out, in and out. Chris Eubank Jr. being composed, being calm. Getting backed up right now. Right now, James Degale is backing up Chris Eubank Jr. James Degale, pawing with the jab, getting in and getting out. Chris Eubank Jr. looking for a counter shot. But James Degale is showing good enough nimble speed right now to get in and get out. Right now, boom. James Degale, pawing. Both men trying to pawn. They're just figuring each other out right now. We're in the figure each other out mode. Clearly, you can see a major height difference right here between these two fighters. James Degale looked like the much longer and taller fighter. And right now, Chris Eubank Jr. is attempting to box. He is not losing composure right now. Oh, Chris Eubank Jr. eats a solid right hand. Missing the counter shot by just inches. No link, homie. No links. No links. We just talking about the fight. Oh, Chris Eubank Jr. eats another solid shot coming in. They're tied up right now. Chris Eubank Jr. throwing rabbit shots. Right behind the head of James Degale as they're tightening it up. We expect that from Chris Eubank Jr. James Degale is looking like the better boxer right now. He's looking good. He's looking sharp. He's looking for opportunities to get in and get out. He is not trying to fight a core fight right now with Chris Eubank Jr. Again, they're tied up again. They're tied up again. This time, Chris Eubank Jr. don't throw no rabbit shots. Bro, from what I'm seeing right now, Chris Eubanks looks a bit uncomfortable to me boxing the way he's boxing, and he's swinging a bit wildly. I don't know if he can fight this fight over 12. This fight, the way the pace is right now, favors James Degale. James Degale jabbing, gets in the. James Degale's bleeding early. James Degale bleeding, looking like from the right eye already. I don't know where this came from a headbutt. That could have came from a headbutt. Yep, James Degale is leaking already, and we in the first round. James Degale, pawing, staying on the outside, looking to try to work the jab. Now Chris Eubank Jr. coming forward. Chris Eubank Jr. looking for ways to get to the inside. It's not taking too many chances earlier on, but he's looking more so to counter shot than the bulges way to the inside. Oh, headbutts galore. They are clashing of headbutts, and we knew this was going to happen. James Degale fighting southpaw, and Chris Eubank Jr. fighting orthodox. Yeah, a lot of headbutts. Early headbutts already has James Degale leaking, man. Okay, they're tying up again. It's going to be a lot of tying up in this fight. We already see that. I'm telling you, man, Chris Eubank, okay, end of the first round. I have to give that first round to James Degale, 10-9. James Degale was boxing a lot more beautifully, and he looks much more comfortable fighting at this pace. Chris Eubank Jr. is not going to be able to fight comfortably at this pace. And I'm going to tell y'all something, man. If he continues to fight this way, he's going to break down mentally, and he's going to start to go for broke. I'm telling you. But he's already leaking. James Degale, we'll see how bad that cut's going to get. We'll see if the blood starts to leak into his eye, and if that's going to become a factor as the fight goes on, man. Real talk. This is definitely not good for James Degale to be leaking this early, because a fighter like Chris Eubank Jr. will look to exploit that. I mean, y'all know how he get down. I ain't showing no damn fight, Easy G. Man, pay your money and stop being cheap. Yeah, man. See, as you can see, yeah, it's going to be a lot of headbutts in this fight. It's going to be a lot of headbutts in this fight. It's going to be a lot of tying up. I can already see it. Early on, they already shown this on the instant replay. As you can see in slow-mo, Chris Eubank Jr. is starting to throw rabbit punches when they tie up, but we expecting that. Here we go. The start of round 2. Once again, they're pawing at each other. They're pawing at each other. James Degale looking to move, looking to stay behind his jab, looking to get in and get out, not looking to fight a close quarters fight with Chris Eubank Jr. Chris Eubank Jr. being reserved, looking for a counter shot. Okay, oh, big right hand. Chris Eubank, hey, Chris Eubank is swinging too wildly. Once again, starting that wild shit. They're keeping space between each other, pawing at each other, pawing. Chris Eubank Jr. is now bleeding from the left eye. He is now bleeding from the left eye. Oh, solid right hand by Chris Eubank Jr. Has James Degale hurt. James Degale up against the ropes. James Degale in the corner. He's hurt. He is hurt. He is fading. Oh, and they call it a knockdown. Or did they call it a knockdown? Let's see. Yep, they call it a knockdown. James Degale knocked down in the second round. Big right hand from Chris Eubank Jr. knocks him back, and he just jumps on him. James Degale now moving. Here we go. Chris Eubank Jr. coming swinging hard hooks, wild hooks. The head hunting heavy for James Degale right now. Senses that he got him hurt. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, right hand by Chris Eubank Jr. Straight on the button to James Degale. Right on the button. Chris Eubank sensing that he got him hurt. James Degale is tying up now. Oh, my God. Just like that, the fight, whole pace change. Boom. Now, it seems as if Chris Eubank is doing a much better job of counterpunching. They're tied up. Rabbit shots behind the head by Chris Eubank again. Referee is giving him a warning. Stop the rabbit punching. Stop the rabbit punching. The fight is definitely still on. Right now, they're pawing at each other. They're pawing at each other. Chris Eubank Jr. now coming forward, swinging hard, wild shots. Every time he gets close, he's letting a right hook just fly. He's letting those right hooks fly. The second he gets in range, boom, there he goes, swinging hard right hooks, left hook. James Degale is not performing well with the pressure. Whenever Chris Eubank turns it up a notch and puts pressure on Degale, he's not taking it well. He's not taking it well. And whenever Chris Eubank Jr. is just kind of standing there complacent, he's doing a better job. Right now, they're pawing at each other. They're pawing at each other. James Degale clearly is very cautious. Chris Eubank Jr. senses that James Degale cannot take his pressure. So he's starting to come forward a lot more bravely now. Every time he gets within range, he lets a big right hand fly. He lets a big right hook fly. Man, look at this, man. James Degale right now is bleeding pretty good from that right eye. Bleeding pretty good. Every time James Degale swings one shot, he's tying up now. Definitely different from what we've seen in the first round. Pawing at each other. They're pawing at each other. James Degale, once again, initiating a clinch. He's initiating a lot more clinches than he did in the first round. And the second round is over. Chris Eubank Jr. knocks down James Degale in the second round. Knocks him down in the second round. Look at that. Off a big right hand, boom. And once he sensed that he had James Degale hurt, James Degale starts to back up, starts to lose control of his legs, and just Chris Eubank just start unveiling a whole bunch of hooks on him. So he eventually knocked him up against the ropes, got him in the corner, and just start mauling on him. And then eventually the ref says, no, hold on, we're going to call it a knockdown. I want to see what James Degale got knocked down at. This is what I'm wondering. Oh, right there, he took a right uppercut to the body, solid right hand while he was pinned up in the corner, and that's where he went down at, and that's where the ref stops it, stands in between them. You think he took a knee? I don't know if he took a knee or it was from that right hand, bro. It looked like it was from that right hand when he had him up against the corner. Could have possibly lost his footing, but he was eating shots. It wasn't nothing that it looked like James Degale couldn't walk away from, though. It wasn't a lot of leverage on that shot. Here we go. Can you put the volume up? Well, that is copyright as well. We'll do it at certain portions that could be copyrighted if I do it too long. All right, here we go. Beginning of round 3. I'll do some audio real soon. Beginning of round 3. Here we go. They're pawing at each other. Both men are bleeding. Chris Eubank Jr. bleeding from the left eye. James Degale from the right. They're pawing. James Degale, once again, is not taking super chances. He overreaches and takes a solid shot. It's like every time he overreaches, Chris Eubank Jr. is taking advantage of that. He's looking for the counter shot. He's looking for the counter shot. Here we go. They're pawing at each other. James Degale, pawn at him, pawn at him, pawn. Every time James Degale takes a chance, throws a solid jab, Chris Eubank is just waiting patiently for the counter shot. Chris Eubank Jr. is doing a pretty good job in this round. I like the way he's moving. He's seeming more fluid in this particular round. He's talking trash to James Degale. He's smiling at him. James Degale is not taking committed shots outside of a jab right now. This is being concerning. It's like he don't want to take a big chance no more. They're pawing at each other. Chris Eubank just waiting in the wings, just waiting for him to overcommit. Just waiting for him to overcommit. And every time that James Degale does take a overcommitment, he ties up fast. He ties up fast. They're pawing. They're pawing at each other. They're just pawing at each other. Once again, he's just waiting on him. James Degale commits to a right hand, and what does he do? Tie up. See, every time he commits, he's tying up now. He earlier on in the fight, he was committing and then getting out. Now he's committing and tying up. He sees that Chris Eubank is just waiting for that counter, a proper counter shot. James Degale, double right hand, ties up once again. It's a smart strategy, though. It's a smart strategy. Tie him up. Are they pawing at each other? Yes. James Degale just looking to paw. They're pawing at each other. They're pawing at each other. James Degale now moving. He's dancing. He's moving a little bit more, trying to move around Chris Eubank Jr. Right hand, tie up. Right hand, tie up. See, that's what he's doing. The strategy now is when he overcommits, he's going to tie Chris Eubank Jr. up to prevent him from hitting him with a counter shot. That's exactly what he's doing every single time. Chris Eubank is looking for that opportunity, but before he can get it off, James Degale is tying him up. James Degale stand on the outside, and every time he gets to the inside, stand on the outside. Look, pawing each other. They're pawing at each other. See, every time James Degale throw a hard shot, tying up Chris Eubank Jr. Chris Eubank is going to have to develop a strategy around that. Yeah, both still looking strong. Both still looking strong. Neither man are looking winded right now. They're both looking at they came in good condition tonight. They're pawing at each other. James Degale tries to throw an overhand left hook. Doesn't land. Oh, Chris Eubank Jr. goes head hunting for a big right hand, misses. End of round 3. That's a tough, close round. That's a very close round. I have to give that round right there to James Degale. Looks like he outworked Chris Eubank Jr. in that particular round. And then he started to develop a strategy in this particular round that, if I overcommit, I'm going to tie him up. If I overcommit, I'm going to tie him up. Show us the TV. Hell nah, Linda, I ain't showing you the TV, man. You know what I'm saying? Can't do that, bro. Y'all gonna get the channel into some heat with that, man. I can't do that. But I will do this.
Eubank Jr.
Seems like to me, yeah.
And here in the last round, looking to counter with the right hand and did it very effectively, Eubank, as Degale lunges in, and that's what.
And see, as you can just hear from Al Bernstein right now, every time Degale lunges in, Chris Eubank Jr. is looking to then counter and then work his mojo. But Degale has developed the boxing IQ smartness. Every time I overcommit, every time I lunge, I'm going to tie him up. Here we go. Round 4 starting right now. They're pawing at each other. James Degale looking to work the jab, looking to keep space between him and stay on the outside of Eubank. They're tied up again. Every time he commits, tying him up. Every time he commits. Chris Eubank standing right there in front of James Degale. They're pawing at each other. They're pawing at each other. They're pawing at each other. James Degale looking for an opportunity, Look like he's sizing them up for a right hand, but he's just looking for the opportunity. They're tied up again. This is going to be one of those fights, man. It's like a pawing. Yeah, man, they're pawing at each other like crazy, bro. Ref look like we got a low blow or something. Ref has stopped it while Chris Eubank Jr. goes to the corner to recover. Oh, they pawing at each other. They're pawing at each other. Once again, just hitting each other's gloves. Pawing at each other. Pawing at each other. James Degale commits to a jab. Commits to a right hand. Boom. Ties up Chris Eubank Jr. They break up. Here we go. They back in the middle of the ring. James Degale ties up Chris Eubank Jr. again. It's gonna be that. It's gonna be that type of deal. Pawing. God damn it. Here we go. James Degale moving around. Jab to the body. Stand on the outside. Commits with a right hand. Ties him up. Chris Eubank, they tied up. Chris Eubank Jr. letting his hands fly while they clinched up. Yeah, man, you're going to have to come. You see, you can't keep fighting this way, Chris Eubank. You got to develop a plan B, bro. Chris Eubank just looking for an opportunity. Big right hand by James Degale. He misses, but he ties up Chris Eubank again. That's how they do it. We in round 4 with a minute and a half to go. Round 4, minute and a half to go. There was already a knockdown in round 2 by Chris Eubank Jr. Here we go. They're tied up again. They're tied up again. Here we go. Back to the middle of the ring. Pawn at it. Another tie up. Another tie up. It's going to be a lot of this. Tie to Paul. Here we go. Back to the middle of the ring. James Degale commits with a left hook. But once he gets close, tying up Chris Eubank Jr., pushes Chris Eubank up against the ropes. Chris Eubank is going to start to get frustrated. I'm going to tell you right now. It's going to be a matter of time before he gets frustrated and starts to swing wildly. I'm telling y'all, man. Okay. I'll let you maybe do that. They tie up again. In the clinch, Chris Eubank looking to sneak punches in. At least he ain't rabbit punching no more. He ain't rabbit punching no more. James Degale commits to an overhand left hook, misses, tie up. They back out. They're back on the outside again. Clinch, another clinch. This is like a clinch fest now, bro. God damn. Oh, James Degale commits with an overhand right. Once again, they get in the clinch, but Eubank Jr. is landing some solid punches in the clinch. They're broken up again. Here we go. James Degale commits with a solid jab, tie up. Chris Eubank Jr. muscles him around, throws him up against the ropes, got James Degale up against the ropes, unloading shots. Hook after hook, they're coming left and right. This is what he's waiting on right here. And hey, look, into the fourth round. Maybe that's what Chris Eubank got to do. If James Degale is going to continue to try to clinch this man, when they get in the clinch, push him up off you, push him up against the ropes and unload. At the end of the fourth round, it proved to be effective right there. You know what I'm saying?
Eubank had to take a moment or two. Yeah, that one definitely landing below the belt line and making Eubank Jr. win.
Yeah, they're showing a low blow right now. There was a low blow. This is why the ref gave him some time to recover. Looked like he drove his shoulder into his nuts.
A straight left hand. That was the best punch he's thrown probably in this fight. And that was a round in which Degale did.
See, this is the whole deal, man.
Jr. really did come on very strongly, and I think this
boom,
is
right
the
there.
period where
See?
he started to land some really big shots.
Towards the end of the fourth round, see Chris Eubank Jr. tied up with James Degale and then deboed him, threw him up against the ropes, got him up against the ropes and unloaded a hell of a lot of shots, bro. Hey, yo, I know y'all like, man, show that goddamn fight. Hey, it gonna happen. Here we go. Start of the fifth round. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. They're pawing at each other. They're pawing. They're pawing. Here we go. James Degale commits with an overhand left, tying up again. They're pawing. Right hand. They're just pawing at each other. They're pawing at each other. James Degale fighting in that southpaw stance. Here we go. Pawing at each other. James Degale looking for an opportunity to throw a big shot. Chris Eubank is just waiting for him to overcommit. Just waiting for him to overcommit. Oh, solid left hand by James Degale. As of now, it seems like the commentators have the fight 37-39 in favor of Chris Eubank Jr., giving him the second, third, and fourth round. Wow. Wow. That's something. I don't know about that. Only round I gave Chris Eubank Jr. thus far is the second round. And that was a 10-8 round. Here we go. They're tied up again. Like some rabbit shots thrown by Chris Eubank Jr. I'm telling you, you need to tie him up and throw him up against that ropes, man. Here we go. They're pawing. James Degale now working on the back foot. James Degale working on the back foot. Chris Eubank Jr. coming forward. James Degale throws a solid jab. Chris Eubank just waiting, setting them traps. Just setting the trap. James Degale now, once again, overly clinching. And see, this is what the judges could be looking at, like you're doing too much clinching now, bro. You're initiating a little too many clinches. James Degale throws an overhand right, misses. Ties him up. Oh, man. God damn. Tying him up again. Once again. Come on, bro. They pawing again. Headbutt. Looked like a clash of heads just now while they were in the clinch. Ref has stopped it. 50 seconds to go in the fifth round. Got a solid headbutt. Both men are already leaking. As here we go. They engaging again. Big right hand by James Degale. He misses. Big left hand. I'm sorry. Big left hand. What round? We in the fifth round. 37 seconds to go. Chris Eubank Jr. coming forward. Got James Degale pent up against the ropes. They tie up. James Degale moving. Looking like he's trying to get out of dodge now. Chris Eubank applying pressure. Got James Degale up against the ropes, throwing some hard shots. Solid right hooks by Chris Eubank Jr. Every time he gets James Degale on them ropes, he hits him solid. He's clearly the more stronger fighter tonight. He's definitely the more stronger fighter. Chris Eubank staying composed. Got James Degale on his bicycle now, moving around, staying away from him, trying to stay away from him. Degale has to move. I agree 100%. He has to move. And we are at the end now of round 5. In that particular round, I think Chris Eubank Jr. took it. I think he took it. He was stalking James Degale for majority of that round. Whenever James Degale would get caught up on the damn ropes, James Degale will honestly get hit with a lot of shots. I'm telling y'all, man, James Degale has lost a lot through them injuries. He's lost a lot, man. I'm telling you, he's lost a lot of muster in his shots, bro. Who is winning? According to the commentators, they got Chris Eubank Jr. up right now. But me, personally, I think it's about an even fight.
This is the one where James Degale kind of came rushing in, and
clash of heads
even though
in that round.
Eubank came
Clash
up
of
with
heads,
his head, it
clash
was
of heads.
Degale kind of initiating that by rushing in with his head.
Clash of heads in that particular round. Damn, it's gonna be a lot of headbutting in this fight. How many rounds? They're going 12. They're going 12. Degale on his willy bike. Yeah, he is. Degale is definitely staying out of danger for Chris Eubank Jr. Chris Eubank, though, man, looking, once again, staying composed, doesn't look winded. And we start in the 6th round. Here we go. James Degale staying on the outside, using the jab. He's pawing. Commits with an overhand left. Misses. Once again, moving around Chris Eubank. Chris Eubank just stalking. Chris Eubank stalking and smiling. He's stalking and smiling. He's stalking and smiling. Looking for an opportunity. He's stalking James Degale. James Degale is staying out of dodge. He's on his bicycle now. He's definitely on his bicycle now. Here we go. They're pawing at each other. They're pawing at each other. James Degale is overly cautious. Overly cautious right now. Not looking to overly commit. James Degale moving, throwing them right jabs, just constantly moving, just constantly moving. Chris Eubank Jr. swings for the fences with a right hook and misses by a mile, champ. Here we go. James Degale staying on the outside. Chris Eubank Jr. throws an overhand right hook, misses. Oh! While they were in a close encounter, Chris Eubank Jr. solid right hook to the temple of James Degale. Man, here we go. They're back spread apart again. James Degale looking for an opportunity, staying patient. Standing right there in front of Chris Eubank Jr. Ties him up. James Degale staying on the outside. Commits to a solid jab. Landed pretty flush. Oh, Chris Eubank Jr. Solid jab and right hand. Backs up James Degale. Oh! They're clinching. Right hook by Chris Eubank Jr. in the clinch. James Degale now is looking like he is swelling up on both on that left eye. Got the right one leaking and got the left one swelling up on him. He's taking a lot of damage tonight, man. Oh shit, we got a spammer in here. Oh shit. Okay, here we go. They spread it apart. They spread it apart. Boom. James Degale commits with an overhand left hand. Spread it apart. James Degale looking for an opportunity. Chris Eubank Jr. now coming forward. Just looking to just get a little closer, get within range. Looking to get within range, but James Degale is constantly moving now. Chris Eubank Jr. looking to get within range. Just looking to get within range to unload. The second he gets in range, he going to unload. You say Banks is going to catch him? That's what he's looking to do. James Degale now moving on the outside, ties up Chris Eubank Jr. And James Degale getting a little dirty now. Puts his glove into the face of Chris Eubank Jr. during the clinch. Referee gives him a warning. James Degale staying on the outside, constantly moving, and literally running right now, constantly moving, staying away from Chris Eubank. Caught up on the ropes. Chris Eubank got him, but he ties him up. Ties him up. Smart deal. Now he's staying away from Chris Eubank, backing up, constantly moving, backing up. Ties up Chris Eubank Jr. again. The way this thing is starting to look cosmetically, like James Degale don't want to go toe-to-toe at all with Chris Eubank Jr. He doesn't want to go toe-to-toe at all. And we have reached the end of the round. Man, I get that round to Chris Eubank Jr. I got to give it to Chris Eubank, bro. I got to give it to Chris Eubank on this one, man. I'm sorry, man. Yo, hit the like button for me because I know a lot of folks will come in here and try to thumb it down thinking I'm showing the fight. Hey, yo, show me some love whether you're fam or you're just stopping through, whether you're just meeting me for the first time, you see me doing this round by round, man, show me some love. Hit the like button for me, man. I'm going to have a lot of haters come through here who want to be cheap and they want to pay for the fight, want to try to thumb me down. I did not put that in the title. You know what I'm saying? All I'm doing is talking about the fight, man, because I like the implications of this fight. I appreciate, oh man, we done instantly went to 126. Appreciate all of y'all. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Much love from the US. Much love to the UK. Much love to the UK. I appreciate that, fam. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Here we go. Start of the round. Paulie Malignaggi yelling at James Degale. Get it together. Get it together. We are at the start of the round. Here we go. Round 7. James Degale comes out. He's pawing. He's pawing. Staying on the outside of Chris Eubank Jr. Chris Eubank Jr. just waiting to get close enough. Looking to get in range. Looking to get in range. James Degale just moving and running now. Now Chris Eubank Jr. puts his hands up like, what you doing, bro? Come on, let's fight. Much love from B More. Much love from B More DMV in the building. Golden Empire Music. What's up, man? What's up with you? Okay, here we go. They're tangled up again. They're tied up again. Ref is breaking them up. As of now, the commentators, Showtime has it 59-55 for Chris Eubank Jr. They've only gave James Degale 1 round, and that is the first round. Wow. Showtime has only gave James Degale 1 round. Oh, big left hand by James Degale, but he ties up Chris Eubank Jr. when he gets to the inside, man. Damn. They're pawing at each other. They're pawing at each other. James Degale ties up Chris Eubank Jr. God damn. Hey, yo, Showtime has Chris Eubank Jr. dominating this fight. Literally almost whitewashing him. Chris Eubank coming forward. James Degale moving. Staying on his back foot, trying to stay out of danger. Does not want to get into a back and forth confrontation with Eubanks. Staying on the outside, uses his jab. Combination downstairs, gets out of dodge. Chris Eubank still coming forward. Solid jab by James Degale. Solid jab by James Degale, then he ties up Chris Eubank. They're back in the middle of the ring. Chris Eubank coming forward. Trying to get in range. James Degale moving, scooting left and right. Overly commits and he misses, but he slips. So the ref is now, getting him back to his feet. Here we go. 1:12 in the 7th round. 1:12 in the 7th round. James Degale staying on the outside. Literally backtracking away from Chris Eubank. Dog, he ain't standing his ground in this fight, son. He is not doing it. James Degale don't want no smoke. Chris Eubank coming forward, putting pressure on him. Got James Degale up against the ropes. James Degale trying to attempt to clinch. Eats a solid right hand by Chris Eubank, and he clinches, ties up Chris Eubank Jr. They pushes him back to the middle of the ring. James Degale backing up again. Chris Eubank Jr. coming forward. Got James Degale up on the ropes. James Degale eats a solid right hand. James Degale getting tagged up in this round, ladies and gentlemen. He getting tagged up. Chris Eubank coming forward, swinging hard shots. James Degale eats a hard jab, eats another hard right hand, hard left hook. Oh, snap. James Degale back to the middle of the ring. Stunts, getting on his bicycle again. Just moving. This is not looking good for James Degale, fight fans. It's not looking good for James Degale. James Degale right now coming forward, takes the fight back to the middle of the ring. Chris Eubank Jr. is now well within range, swinging hard hooks. Here we go. James Degale ended the 7th round. James Degale pokes his tongue out at Chris Eubank Jr. Seems to me that was a round right there that James Degale, was looking to try to take some of the punches of Chris Eubank Jr. to tire him down. That's what it looked like we got in that round. They showing Chris Eubank Sr. with his shiny badge on, and he's holding his hand in his head like, come on. Chris Eubank Jr. looks a little winded after that particular round. That could have played into the strategy of James Degale. James Degale stood up on them ropes, and he didn't tie up nearly as much as he did in the previous rounds. See, as you can see right here, they're doing a replay. Listen to the audio.
Wanted to be in a straight right hands, very effective. 2 of them landing, and the Eubank being very, very aggressive, and again worried about the clash of heads.
Yeah, looked like to me that James Degale tried to withstand some of the storm in that round, maybe to take some of the stamina of Chris Eubank Jr. down, and Chris Eubank Jr. seems he got a little winded from that round. And here we go, start of the 8th round. James Degale still looking like a fresh fighter. Still looking like a fresh fighter. James Degale now coming forward, not really backtracking as much in this round. Standing his ground now. Coming forward, looking to swing some hard shots. He definitely thought he took some of the energy levels out of Chris Eubank in that last round. Committing now heavy. Committing to some heavier punches. Stand in the pocket. Stand in the pocket with Chris Eubank. Chris Eubank Jr., he's well within range, but he's not letting his hands go. James Degale now going to the back foot. Going to the back foot. Here we go. Chris Eubank Jr. gets James Degale caught on the ropes, swinging hard shots. James Degale ties up. Ties up. Chris Eubank Jr. breathing out his mouth, got his mouth open, coming forward. James Degale commits with an overhand left, ties him up. Back to the middle of the ring. Here we go. Chris Eubank Jr. coming forward, mouth open. Eats a solid jab. James Degale ties up. Back to that strategy again. Hitting and tying up, hitting and tying up. Chris Eubank Jr. is definitely a little winded in this round. Definitely a little winded. Degale's nose, though. Oh, shit. Here they go. Chris Eubank Jr. coming forward, looking to try to get within range. James Degale holding his ground, taking little steps back here and there. Not nearly running. Switch hitting now. He's switch hitting. Look at that. Chris Eubank Jr. coming forward, hands up. Chris Eubank Jr. bouncing on his feet now. James Degale trying to stay out of danger. Chris Eubank Jr. pushes James Degale up against the ropes, getting rough with him. Pushes up against the ropes, trying to throw some hard shots, but James Degale pushes him up off him. James Degale back on his bicycle now. He's moving. Left hand ties him up. James Degale throwing that left hand. Every time he throw that left hand, it overcommits. Ties up Chris Eubank Jr., bro. Damn. Okay, we got a slip from Chris Eubank Jr. 47 seconds to go in the 8th round. 47 seconds to go. James Degale back on his back foot again. James Degale jabs, ties up Chris Eubank Jr. Chris Eubank Jr. is definitely getting a little tired, man. They're tied up in the middle of the ring. During the clinch, James Degale swings a right hook downstairs, right hook upstairs. Backs up Chris Eubank Jr. Chris Eubank Jr. hunting down James Degale. Hits him with some 2 solid right hands. Push James Degale up against the ropes. Refs gets in between them. James Degale takes the fight back to the middle of the ring. He got clipped pretty good. Chris Eubank Jr. within range, 2 solid right hooks. And James Degale pokes his tongue out his mouth and the round ends. He is looking to drain Chris Eubank Jr. in this fight, in this particular round. Somebody trying to post a link. We ain't doing that. We ain't doing that. We ain't doing that. You got to go, bro. I ain't got none of my mods up in here, man. So I wish I had somebody to police the chat. Oh, solid right hand in that round by Chris Eubank Jr. That's the one that pushed James Degale up against the ropes. The best punch of the round. I give that round to Chris Eubank Jr. Chris Eubank Jr. has been on the tear, man, ever since early in this fight, bro. Who's winning? It seems like to me that the commentators got Chris Eubank Jr. up.
You're bossing there, okay?
Paulie Malignaggi telling James Degale that he's got to show him he's the boss. Well, he hasn't exactly been the boss tonight, Chris Eubank Jr.
Paulie Malignaggi telling James Degale, you got to stand your ground and show him you the boss. Here we are, round 9, 2 minutes and 49 seconds to go. He's telling James Degale, you have to get rough with this dude. You cannot keep working on that back foot and running. Chris Eubank Jr. coming forward, throwing hard jabs. Coming forward, hits James Degale with a hard jab. James Degale ties up. At this point, Chris Eubank Jr. is kind of like sensing that he's the stronger fighter. And yeah, he's closing that distance more and more. He's hitting James Degale now with a lot of hard shots. James Degale tied, balls up, getting hit with the right hand, getting hit with the jab, right hook. Oh, James Degale taking some hard shots in the middle of the ring now. See, every time he attempts to stand his ground, that's what Chris Eubank Jr. just unloads on him. And it's like the power of Chris Eubank Jr. is a little bit too much. Here we go. Here we go. They're pawing each other. They're in the middle of the ring, pawing each other. 9th round, minute and 58 seconds to go. pawning with each other. They tie up. They tie up. Ref puts his hands up like, come on with the tie-ups. Chris Eubank Jr. coming forward. James Degale now moving. James Degale, solid jab, misses by a mile. God damn. They're tied up again, once again in the middle of the ring. James Degale, oh man, commits with a solid right hook, misses. Chris Eubank Jr. ducks under it, ties him up. They're back to the middle of the ring. Chris Eubank Jr. coming forward. James Degale now standing his ground. Eats a solid left hook. Ties up Chris Eubank Jr. James Degale can't handle the power and the pressure of Chris Eubank, y'all. He cannot handle the power and the pressure. James Degale now moving on the outside. They tie up again. He's struggling with the power and the pressure of Chris Eubank Jr. at this point in the fight. James Degale comes forward with a combination. Jab. Right hand jab, left overhand, and misses. They're tied up again. Just a bunch of clinching going on right now. Neither man is connecting properly. Tied up again. Chris Eubank Jr. leaking pretty good from the left eye. Leaking real good from the left eye. I'm saying James Degale. Chris Eubank coming forward, hands up. Chris Eubank, solid jab, coming forward. Right uppercut, right into the body, right into the chest of James Degale. Man, coming forward. Coming forward. Chris Eubank Jr. coming forward, pressing the action. James Degale stand on the outside. James Degale cannot hit with nothing flush right now. Chris Eubank Jr. letting his hands fly. A lot of punches going on. Nothing ain't landing, though. Nothing ain't landing. Every time that James Degale comes in with the jab, now Chris Eubank Jr. is ducking under and lifting him up. James Degale caught up on the ropes. Two solid hooks. Saved by the bell. Saved by the bell. Chris Eubank Jr. mouth wide open. Looking a little winded. But looking very composed. I'm very impressed with the composure of Chris Eubank Jr. in this fight. What round we in now? What round we in? We're going to round 10. Chris Eubank Jr., man, look at that, man. Was putting some good combination punches on James Degale. In my opinion, I ain't been keeping up with the score, but it looks to me, man, I think that Chris Eubank Jr. is winning this fight. Right now, showing the shiny bald head of Chris Eubank Sr. He got extra shine on his head tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Extra shine. Let's get a thumbs up for the shiny head of Chris Eubank Sr. He got that extra shine going tonight, son. You know what I mean? They got George Groves in the building. Here we go. The beginning of round 10. And they are pawing each other. James Degale, once again, stand on the outside. Moving. He is not going to stay in place when it comes to Chris Eubank Jr. Chris Eubank Jr. coming forward, looking for an opportunity. James Degale walks right into a solid right hand by Eubank. Knocks him up against the ropes. Ties up Chris Eubank Jr. Chris Eubank Jr. digging to the body. They're tied up on the ropes, digging to the body, and the ref breaks him up. Here we go. James Degale stand on the outside, moving around the outside of Chris Eubank. Leaking from that left eye. Every time he's lunging in now. James Degale doing a lot of lunging. Chris Eubank Jr. coming forward, looking for the big shot. Degale going to retire tonight. Yeah, I think so too. Look at this, man. Stand on the outside. Just stand on the outside. Try not to engage right now with Chris Eubank Jr. Chris Eubank Jr. just looking to cut the ring off. Chris Eubank Jr. puts his hands up like, come on, let's fight. What's good? They're tied up in the middle of the ring. Chris Eubank Jr. trying to get punches off in the clinch. Ref breaks him up. They clinched up again. Chris Eubank Jr. throwing punches in the clinch. Ref breaks him up again. Minute and a half to go in the 10th. Here we go. Chris Eubank coming forward, looking to get within range. Jab by James Degale. Overcommits, ties him up. James Degale is not landing nothing solid in this round. Every time he over lunges and overcommits, he tying up. Chris Eubank staying composed. James Degale's face is mocked up. It's mocked all the way up, man. It's like a Bob Ross painting right now. You know what I'm saying? James DeGale's face look like a Bob Ross painting right about now. The fuck is you talking about, Jesus Juice? You done, bro. Okay, they're tied up in the middle of the ring right now. They're tied up in the middle of the ring right now. James DeGale stand on the outside, overcommits. Big left hand misses. Tied up again. Here we go. Chris Eubank Jr. still coming forward. James DeGale with the jab. Right jab, left hand hook. Oh, Chris Eubank Jr. hits James DeGale with a solid right hook. Swinging for the fences. Push DeGale up against the ropes. DeGale attempting to tie up. Chris Eubank Jr. letting his hands fly. James DeGale is on shaky legs right now. Pushed up against the ropes. Big right hand by Chris Eubank Jr. James DeGale ducks down and the ref stands between them. They call it a knockdown. They call it a knockdown for James DeGale. Yo, James DeGale is on shaky ground right now. Knockdown. Here we go. Knockdown. Knockdown. And it's the end of, looks like the end of the round. Oh, man.
Regardless of what that was, James, you see what he's doing the last 30 seconds again. Jay.
Wow, last 30 seconds of that round, man. Chris Eubank Jr. pulled it up.
You got to win this fight. Listen, one thing you got to do, Jay, is you got to win this fight. You got to win this fight.
Paulie Malignaggi is yelling at him. Wow, Paulie Malignaggi is trying to motivate him, Joe. Look at this. Chris Eubank, just connected with a beautiful right hook while they were going back and forth. Pushed James DeGale back up on the ropes. James DeGale falls into the ropes, and Chris Eubank just started letting his hands fly. Look at that. Chris Eubank Jr. bangs his hands on his chest like, come on. Pushes DeGale up against the ropes and starts letting his hands fly. A lot of shots ain't landed. DeGale then goes down, trying to duck under the punches, but goes down too low, and the ref calls it a knockdown. Here we go. Beginning of round 11. Oh, man, what a round. Chris Eubank Jr., hands down, is up by a mile in this fight now. Here we go. James DeGale now bouncing on his toes. James DeGale. Stand on his back foot. Looked like he got hit with a shot. I didn't see that shot. James DeGale, eats a major uppercut by Chris Eubank Jr. Chris Eubank Jr. just walking him down, coming forward, talking trash. Gets James DeGale up on the ropes. James DeGale attempting to clinch up. Woo! He is really connecting on James DeGale right now, bro. Oh, man. James DeGale looks very cautious right now. He cannot stay in the pocket with Chris Eubank Jr. There's a major power difference in this fight. A major power difference. God damn. Oh, Chris Eubank Jr. picks up James DeGale and slams him on the canvas. Slams his ass on the canvas. Chris Eubank in that thing looking like Roddy Piper right about now. God damn. The referee takes a point away from Chris Eubank Jr. in round 11. 2 minutes to go. He takes a point away from Chris Eubank Jr. for slamming James DeGale on the canvas just now. Here we go. We back in action. Yeah. Hey, he not only beating James DeGale, he beating him up. That's the difference. James DeGale now doesn't have any legs. Try to throw a combination. It almost falls. He has no legs, man. His legs are like looking like they weak. James DeGale on his bicycle once again. Chris Eubank Jr. coming forward. Hard shots. Got James DeGale up against the ropes. Digging to the body. James DeGale gets off them ropes. He's moving. He's on his back foot. He's moving. He clearly looks like the weaker fighter right now. James DeGale caught in the corner. Chris Eubank Jr. got him pinned down, letting his hands fly. James DeGale ties him up. Yo, James DeGale looking like the weaker fighter right now. The weaker fighter. Chris Eubank Jr. coming forward, swinging hard shots, looking to get within range. James DeGale connects over the solid left hand. Pushes Chris Eubank Jr. back. Chris Eubank Jr. coming right back forward. Very inaccurate. James DeGale has been inaccurate for at least the last 3 to 4 rounds, man. Double jab by Chris Eubank Jr. James DeGale ties up again. Paulie Malignaggi screaming his lungs out on the side of the canvas. Here we go. Chris Eubank Jr. coming forward. James DeGale on his bicycle. James DeGale caught up on the ropes again. Chris Eubank Jr. He ties him up. Ties him up properly. That's what he got to do, man. Major power discrepancy in this fight. Chris Eubank Jr. is definitely winning this fight for those who just tuning in. Chris Eubank Jr. winning this fight by a mile. Here we go. Chris Eubank Jr. coming forward, stalking James Degale. James Degale working on the back foot, just staying behind, just tussles up with him again, clinches up with him again. Yo, Chris Eubank Jr., the stronger fighter by a mile, bro. And we have reached the end of round 11. We in the championship rounds. Chris Eubank Jr. is hands down up 2 knockdowns. They're showing the replay.
Degale, he's been looking for it. And he wound up, and man, did he land that punch. I'm shocked James Degale was able to take that.
Hey, yo, he pushed James Degale onto the ropes. And as James Degale comes off the ropes, boom, lands a solid uppercut on James Degale that knocked the molecules off his brains. You know what I'm saying? Goodness gracious. This shit is crazy. Crazy, bro. God damn. James Degale, bro. As you can see, as they were coming forward, they took a point away from Chris Eubank Jr. for slamming James Degale on the canvas. Then James Degale stands over the top of him like he the Undertaker or some shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to tell you, man. Like I said, he's not only beating James Degale, but he's beating him up. James Degale's face looked like a Bob Ross painting right now. He got marks all over his body, marks all over his face. He was bleeding. Goodness gracious. Final round, 12th round. We are in the final round. Here we go. Oh, solid right hand by Chris Eubank Jr. by James Degale overcommitting on the jab. And he gets countered by a solid right hand. James Degale now on his bicycle, just moving around. Stand on his bicycle, stand on the outside, trying to lure Chris Eubank Jr. into a trap. Looking at the judges, the non-official cards, 108-99 in favor of Chris Eubank Jr. James Degale got to go for broke. James Degale needs a knockout to win. He needs a knockout to win. He's got to go for broke. Here we go. Here we go. James Degale back on the back foot. Chris Eubank Jr. coming forward. Looking to get within range. James Degale still on the back foot, staying out of range. Ties up Chris Eubank Jr. This ain't the round to be tying up, James Degale. You are down huge on this fight, bruh. Clinches up with Chris Eubank in the clinch. Chris Eubank Jr. throws a solid right hand hook that lands on the temple of Degale. Degale's on his bicycle. Degale caught up on the ropes. Toughs up. Once again, clinches him up. Degale is trying to get out of dodge. Degale roll. Degale eats a solid right hand by Chris Eubank Jr. Chris Eubank Jr. now unloading on him. James Degale gets out of danger. James Degale is hurt. James Degale is clearly hurt. James Degale is hurt. Chris Eubank Jr. Coming forward. Ties up Chris Eubanks. He ties him up. James Degale working on his back foot once again in a minute with 22 seconds to go in the fight. Here we go. Here we go. James Degale working on the back foot, clearly hurt, leaking pretty bad. Chris Eubank Jr. trying to get within range. They tie up again in the middle of the ring. A minute to go in the 12th round. James Degale clinches again, once again with Chris Eubank Jr. again. Too much clinch. Hey, James Degale whole back is marked up, face is marked up. Oh, man. Chris Eubank Jr. solid jab on James Degale. This should be it for James Degale, man. I think he retires after this fight. That's just what I think. James Degale eats a solid jab. He has nothing left in the tank, man. Nothing left in the tank at this point. Standing on the outside, trying to stay out of danger, staying out of the pocket. Every time Chris Eubank Jr. gets close, he's tying him up. He's tying him up, tying him up. Tying him up. Chris Eubank Jr. coming forward. Once again, throwing hard shots on James Degale. Got him in the pocket, throwing hard shots. Got James Degale up against the ropes. James Degale trying to tie up. Chris Eubank Jr. gets off from solid body work. Pushing. Come on, ref. You can't get in the middle of that. They're going back and forth. James Degale caught up on the ropes again. Oh, my goodness. And he's tying up Chris Eubank Jr. and holding on the ropes, tying him up and holding the ropes at the same time. Yo, this is over. It's over, bro. 5 seconds to go in the 12th round. And the fight is over. The fight is over. Ref, stop. Ref shouldn't have got in the middle of that last flurry, man. Chris Eubank Jr. in the corner. Good fight by Chris Eubank Jr. Good fight.
Feels like he somehow pulled this fight off.
Audience look like they booing James Degale.
Jr. feeling confident as well. It would be hard for me to imagine Degale winning a decision in this fight, but it could happen.
I'll bring the audio back once they start to announce the cards, and when they announce the winner. I have Chris Eubank Jr. winning this fight, hands down. I have Chris Eubank Jr. winning this fight.
And here and you see the left hook landing, and this is
I have Chris Eubank Jr. winning
this is
fight.
a series of how he landed big power punches in that last.
Yeah, man. Chris Eubank Jr. pressed the action majority of the fight, landed the hardest shots, put James Degale on his bicycle for a lot of portions of this fight, forcing James Degale to constantly tie him up. Got James Degale got knocked down twice in this fight, once in the second round, and I think the last one came in the 11th round. Chris Eubank Jr. looking like he ain't get beat up too bad in this fight. He was leaking early in the fight, just a little minor swelling. But James Degale's face looked like a damn Bob Ross painting right about now, man. Yo, here we go, man. Here we go. They're about to announce it. You know what I'm saying? We're going to see how this thing plays out.
Nate Vasquez, and
I thought
only one fight, of course, in
yeah,
one
but
training camp.
I have to be honest. There was, whether it was Nate Vasquez or whatever happened.
Let me just say, first off, this was one of the best fights I've seen Chris Eubank Jr. fight. He kept his composure. He didn't mentally break down. He came forward. His power looked very, very solid tonight. I got to give it to Chris Eubank Jr. He looked very good tonight. I got to give it to him. James Degale could not stand up to the power, could not stand up to the aggression, could not stand up to the pressure at all, man. At all. Hit the like button for me, UK. Show some love for me, UK, because you know the haters who didn't pay for it will want to thumb me down. Show some love for me, UK. UK in the building. US in the building. Show some love. Show some love. We broke this fight down round by round. Yo, I had a good time.
I, the prettiest.
Hands down, hands down.
Meant to be a great champion, but there's a question of the spirituality of putting his spirit
Respect,
shown.
respect,
Both
respect.
guys in terms of this
Respect.
action here tonight, in terms of the rough and tumble affair. Let's go to Jimmy Lennon Jr.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. They are about to announce the results of this fight. Jimmy Lennon Jr.
Am I the meanest? Sure enough.
Results of this fight.
Judging ringside, Howard Foster scores them out 114 to 112.
114 to
Judging
112.
Jerome Ladd sees them out 115 to 112.
115 to
Judge
112.
Olena Pobivilo scores them out 117 to 109.
117 to
All
109.
three in favor of the winner. He is now the IBO Super Middleweight Champion.
And
Chris
Eubank Jr. takes the win over James Degale. Yes, sir. What a fight. Action-packed fight. The new IBO, as if anyone gives a shit about the IBO Super Middleweight Champion James now going over to Chris Eubank. And he's congratulating them. Good sportsman, Chris Eubank, with the stone face, like, get the fuck out my face. I ain't got no love for you right now. Chris Eubank deserved this win tonight. Fought his ass off, fought his heart out. Chris Eubank Jr. takes the win. We will talk about the repercussions of this fight in future videos. Thumb me up. Thumb me up. Shout out to the UK, yo. Y'all put on a good show tonight. You know what I'm saying? Hell of a good fight. And yo, this is the first video I ever done by doing round by round commentary, and I had a good time doing it. I appreciate everybody for tuning in with the homie Main Man, Made Man. Subscribe, you know what I'm saying? Much love to the UK. Much love to my made men and my made ladies out there. Y'all know who y'all are. Much love to my fam out there, boxing fam, all day. You know what I mean? We had a good time with this fight. One last bit of audio.
Not yet, anyway. Yeah, there's a lot of activity in this 168-pound division.
I just want to give a special shout out to the badge that Chris Eubank Sr. is wearing. I don't know what the hell that badge for. They say he a real cop. I don't know. Is he a mall cop? What kind of cop is he? Because I don't want to see Chris Eubank Sr. walking around my hood, man, talking about some, yo, stop. You know what I mean? Real talk. Much love, yo. I'm out. Chris Eubank Jr. takes it over James